Hi everyone. Well, this might be a long one, so grab yourselves a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, or a cold drink because I'm going to give you a step-by-step tutorial on how to make these awesome floating water candles. Hi everyone, it's so good to see you. My name is Dolores, better known as the Baking Diva, but I don't always do baking. Sometimes I do reviews, holidays, special events, DIYs, just to keep the channel interesting. Weeks ago, I did a Temu haul. I have been shopping on Temu. I'm enjoying it. You can't beat the prices, and I haven't had any problems. In fact, my last video, I did a Temu fashion show, which, trust me, I'm no model. I don't do fashion shows, but I did one. So anyway, on my video a few weeks ago, I showed something I had bought on Temu and how I made a floating water candle. And a few of you asked me if I could show you how I made the candle. So I'm going to do that now, and let me tell you, I've always wanted to do these, and I didn't know how. And it was always a mystery, like, how do they do that? Well, when I found out, I couldn't believe how easy it is, and you won't believe it either. So what do you say we get started? All right, first thing you're going to need is some type of a glass vase or a container. Now, this one I made for Halloween, and I bought a set of 3 from Amazon, and they were not expensive. But I know if you hit the Dollar Tree at the right time, they sell these. I prefer to buy the clear ones because then you can see everything floating around in there. And you can use whatever size or shape that you want. So I made that one for Halloween, and I'm going to show you how I did it and the others that I can make. So what do you say we get started? Let's get started. All right, here's the box that I got from Amazon. It had 3 different size ones in the box. If I can find the Amazon link, I'll put it down below for you. Unfortunately, my dollar store only had 1, and I needed more than 1, so I ordered it from Amazon. All right, so if you go on Temu or anywhere, I'm sure craft stores sell all these things. The first thing you're going to need is what they call water beads. Now, I'll put some pictures in for you so you can see them. These are water beads. Now, when they came, I was shocked. I'm like, are you kidding me? They're like, I don't know, thousands in here, and they're microscopic. You can barely see them. They're, I don't know, they're smaller than grains of sand. So I ordered a bag of what's called water beads from Temu. And this bag says 1 ounce of beads requires 1 gallon of water, okay? So I also found out that it's 2 tablespoons. Now, if you don't want to buy these, Temu has these little kits for the different holidays, seasons, weddings, special occasions. This one I did for Halloween. And this is how it came. You take it out of here. They come in little packages like this. And if you're looking for them, just go on Temu in the search bar and type in floating candles or floating candle kits. All these things will come up. So this one is for Halloween. And it has in it spiders, bats, pumpkins, and little different color beads. Now, I didn't realize that these little kits came with water beads, but they each come with their own little packet of water beads. So I didn't even have to buy that other bag if I didn't want to, but now I have them. And this one I'm not going to make for you because I've already made it. But do you see how all these spiders and pumpkins and beads just float around? And you say to yourself, how do they not sink to the bottom? And that's what I wanted to know. So let me put this aside, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. Now, it tells you Let me get this one out. I bought one because I didn't just want Halloween, I wanted different ones, and this one was for the fall. So let me show you what I got in this little packet. This one has your little packet of water beads. And I think it might make, this little packet might make 2 or 3 candles depending on your size. And then it came with this, and this has orange beads in it, like fall colored beads, and it has like amber colored leaves. So now I'm going to make one of these for the fall. So the first thing you need to do, and I've already done this, you need to take your water beads and you need to take a gallon of water, put it in anything you want, anything that's a gallon, and put 2 tablespoons of these beads in there. Now, first it's going to look weird. It's just going to be these little microscopic water beads in your water. You have to leave it in there. They say a minimum of 4 hours, but I kept it in there overnight, and that's what I would recommend. So put your little water beads in a gallon or even a 2-gallon container, and that's it. Put them somewhere else out of your way and leave them there overnight. Now, the next day, and I'm going to show you because I did these last night, this is what, oh, it's very heavy. I think this was 2 gallons. This is what you're going to find. Now, initially, you're going to see these water beads grow. Let me take the lid off this. And they are going to grow like, I don't know, I'll try to put a picture in for you, like peas. I guess they're like the size of a green pea, okay? And you're going to start to see the water rising and rising and rising. And you're going to see these water beads on the top. And you're going to say, that's weird. Where's the water beads? Well, this looks like clear water, but it's not. This jar is full of all the water beads that grew. They grew from those 2 teaspoons of these little things that you put in there. So let me see if I can get a scoop, because then I can show you better what these look like. It's very deceiving. Okay, I just have this little scoop. I'm going to scoop down in there where this looks like cool, like clear water. And look, I don't want to make a mess all over the table. But here, I'll put my little container of water under it. This is full of these clear water beads. I'll try to put a still in for you of how they grow. So it's amazing. I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, what on earth? And I said, why is there nothing in here? Why is it just water? And then I realized this is full of water beads. So 2 tablespoons in your water overnight the next day, and they can be in there longer than overnight if you want. Leave them in there 2 nights if you want, but overnight, and the next day, you're ready to make your floating candle. Now, you can make any size you want, and I'm going to take one, a jar. I'll just do this size. I have bigger ones. Just like this, my vase. I like the clear vase, okay? And what I'm going to do first, this is so heavy, a lot of water beads in here. I'm going to take this scoop, and I'm going to put some water beads in here. Now, I know this looks weird, but whoo, I just dropped water beads on the floor. Oh, gosh. Okay, let me get them out of here. Probably not the best spoon to use, but anyway. All right, so I put some water beads in there, just like that. I'll start out with just some of them, just like that. Okay, I've got water beads in there now. Now, I'm opening up my little package that I got from Temu. Now, this is not a Temu ad. You do not have to get these from Temu. You can put anything in here. You can put flowers in here, silk flowers, pine branches for Christmas, things you find in the craft store, whatever. But these were so inexpensive, and it was like you got whatever you needed. You're going to need just a little skewer or something to poke things down. I happen to have these little sticks. So I'm going to put in there a couple of my beads. I'm going to just drop them in. And I'll drop in a couple of the little different color beads. No rhyme or reason. I mean, it's so much fun to do. This package happened to have come with like big beads and little beads and pumpkins and leaves. I'm going to put a pumpkin in there, just like that. And I'll put a leaf in there, yeah. Now I'm just going to take a stick or whatever you have. I'm going to just stick it down there, push it down a little bit, just like that. Move it around. All right, now I'm going to pour some water in there. Okay. Now what happens is these water beads are magical. The water beads, when they go in there with the regular water, they act as a filler and they fill up all between these decorations that you're putting in. So it looks like the decorations are floating. So let me put some more water beads in there. No certain amount or anything, you know, whatever you want. Okay. Let me put those in. And I'm going to put a pumpkin in. I'm going to put a leaf in. I'm going to take this and stick them down so they get down there by the water beads so they can get floating down there. You don't want them all to float on the top. I'm going to put a few more of these beads in, whatever you want. I'll put another leaf in, a couple of these, a few more pumpkins, another leaf. You can even put these in there with a fall, regular size fall leaf from outside. They look beautiful. All right, I'm going to push some of these down a little bit. Just something to push them down because you want them to float in between your water beads. The water beads are a filler. That's the only way I can describe them. They're a filler. All right, I'm going to put in a few more water beads. That's why you want to do these the night before. You have to give them a chance to grow. And this way it takes you no time at all the next day. Let me put a few more in. Put another leaf over here. Another pumpkin. I mean, this is enough to probably do 2 candles, but I'm putting a few in because I want to show you what they look like. So let me throw a few more in here. You can take a spoon. It doesn't have to be a stick. Anything. Something to stick down, push down the things in. Okay, there you go. Okay. Okay. Put a few more water beads in there. They are your fillers. Okay. They're like little spacers in between your decorations. Let me see. Let me put in another bead, another pumpkin over here. Any way you want. You can see how these flow. You see the Halloween ones I did? And I made this a few weeks ago. They're all floating around in there. So let me just push this down a little. Go down there. There you go. Push it down. Push it down with anything you want, just to get them down in there. Alrighty, that's even better. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. And a few more little beads maybe. Why not? Why not, right? I'm just trying to give you the idea of how to do it. Push them down. Push whatever you put in here, it doesn't matter. But you just push it down so they get in between the water beads and they float. Okay, that's good. All right, put a little bit more of my water in here. Just tap water. Don't fill it to the top because I want to put one of these floating candles on the top. And you can get these anywhere. You can get these in Temu, in Michael's, any place that sells floating candles. This happens to be a 3-inch candle, which fits perfectly on the top of these. So let me open this. And I wanted to do a few for Halloween in the fall, but I'm really excited about doing the Christmas ones. You should see the Christmas ones. I'm doing a few of my own, but on Temu, oh, they have the little packs with the candy canes in them, little like peppermint candies, trees, Santas, so cute. Now just remember, you don't have to do these all for a holiday. People do these for wedding centerpieces, and they're beautiful. You can put silk flowers in there. You can do your color scheme. They even sell strings of beads, and you see all the beads lit up. So I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to put it right on the top. And there you have it. Can you see them all floating around in there? They're all floating. They're not going to sink to the bottom. And they look so cool in there. And so that's my fall one. Isn't that easy? I'll put that over here. And my Halloween one. Now, let me move this out of the way. I don't want to make this too long. And whatever you don't use, you save for your next one. They look so cool. And let me show you. This I got for Christmas. And it has candy canes in it. Red and green balls. It has little candies in it. And it has water beads. So you just buy one of these packets. I'll put the prices up above. And you can make probably 2 of these. And what else did I have here? Oh, this one I'm going to wait till it gets closer to Christmas. But this I got in Temu. It has the water beads. Let me open it and show you. It has the water beads in it. So you can do your own DIY little floating candles. I just love these. You can put them out on a tray. You can put 3 different sizes. This one came with this. So, you know, if you're doing a tall one, you can bend this and just push it right in. It came with a couple of little pine cones. And it came with a little packet of water beads. So I'm anxious to do these for Christmas. But right now, I'm going to do one for Christmas because I have a couple of these. And I really wanted to show you how cool it's going to be. So let me take this tall one out. You see how nice they would look? You fill them all. Say you do fall or you do Halloween. You put them on a tray or a centerpiece on the table. I just love them. And I had no idea how easy they were to make. And just putting 2 tablespoons of those water beads in here, you have enough in here to make tons and tons of these. You can use different shape, you know, vases. I like this size, but you can use anything you want. And you can put them in colored ones too, but I just feel like you can see them better when they're in the clear ones. See, I can go way down. This might look like water to you, but it's not. The entire thing is covered. It's filled with water beads. You just can't see them because when the beads are in water, they become invisible. So they become invisible water beads. All right, so I put those in here. I'm using a green screen behind me, so hopefully, a lot of times the green screen, when you're using something shiny like glass, it'll like flicker around, but it's okay. I don't need to use this packet because I already made them the other day with 2 tablespoons from my big packet. But this, look at this. It has candy canes in it. So I'm going to put a little water in there now. And I'm going to put a candy cane in. When they're tall like this, you have to kind of, that's where you have to use something to like push them down in there. There you go. I'm going to put one of these little candies in, a few of these balls. I've seen these at weddings and they're beautiful. Whatever the color scheme is of the bride, they have those flowers in there. The candle's lit. You can put a little something around it. Much less expensive than getting an arrangement from a florist. I put in for you some examples here of ones you can make with flowers. You can use whatever colors you like, and they're beautiful for weddings, anniversaries, or birthdays. There's so much you can do. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get the water beads in between. Here, I'll put some more water in. You see, they're going to start to float. I'm going to put, you got darker colored candy canes. I'm going to stick that in. A few more balls. Push those down a little bit. I'll use this. Get down there under those water beads. There you go. There you go. A few more water beads, and that's all it is. The main thing is really just letting your water beads grow overnight in the water. And that's all you have to do. And then the next day, it's just fill your water beads with your water. You can do little whatever decorations you want to put in there. They sell pearls. I mean, they sell so many awesome things. So I'm going to just put a few more of these in. A little bit more water. See how they're starting to float around in there? See? Another one in. I'll put another candy cane in. Just drop that in. Okay. Put a candy in. Push those down just a little. You know, I don't want to make the video too long, so. And then you're putting more water beads in, and that's all there is to it. So isn't that easy? So your wish is my command. Those of you who wanted to see how I make these floating candles, well, this is how you do it. Alrighty. Those water beads in, because they're going to be fillers, and that's what's going to make everything in there float. Alright. Now let me see, I got a couple more beads. I have another candy cane I'm going to stick in there. A few more of these. When I first saw these, I was amazed. I'm like, how is everything floating in there? And then when I saw it, I was like, you have to be kidding me. It's as easy as that? Don't try to pick these water beads up with your hand. They're very slippery. They're like jelly. And you'll be dropping them all over the place. Alrighty, there's more. See how they're all starting to float? A few more water beads in. And then we'll do a few more candies. Put a few more of these in. That down there. I can't wait till I make the one where I put this in. That is going to be awesome. All right. So basically, there you have it. Did I convince you that maybe you want to make some floating candles for the holidays? I saw they even have them, they have in pink and red and hearts for Valentine's Day. I don't know if they're going to come up with anything else. Some of them you can just buy in their bags of like different colored pearls and things like that. So, all right, put a little bit more water in there. There you go. They're floating. Push them down. Get them under the water beads. Okie dokie. There you go. Okay. Okay. And I have another candle I'm going to put on top. So I hope you enjoyed this. And I don't want you to think that this is a Temu commercial, because it's not. I just happened to have bought these from Temu, and I thought, this is such a great idea. I haven't seen these in the craft show where you can buy like the little packets for different holidays. And if you make like this size over here, you can probably get 2 candles out of one of those packets. It depends on how much you put in there. You can put pine cones in there. Look, they gave me little pine cones in the Christmas one. These feel like little plastic pine cones. All right, and here's my candle. I'm going to put a little bit more water in. You don't want to fill it too high. And then I'm going to put that candle in. And they'll start floating around soon. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you do decide that you maybe would like to order any of these kits from Temu and you've never ordered before, I have a code down there and a link. So you can click the link, download the app, and if you put my code in, you will get 50% off your first order. It's only for new Temu buyers. So what do you think? Look. Fall, Christmas, fall. I'll put them in order. And Halloween. So I hope you enjoyed this. For those that asked me to make the water candles, this is how you make them. When it gets a little closer to Christmas, I'm going to make them with the branches and the berries. I've seen them with the branches and the berries, and they're beautiful because you can put in a branch like this and it, will go all the way up the side, and you can have things floating around it. So that's it for my my DIY floating candle class today. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe you'd like to give them a try. So remember, I'll put the prices that I paid up above for Temu. Their prices always change. Usually they go down. They don't always go up. And you get the order in about 2 weeks or less. So kind of cutting it close for Halloween, but I think the Halloween ones were on sale. So anyway, have fun with your DIY floating candles. And I love you all. Thanks for taking time out today to watch me make these. And love you all. And I'll see you all very soon.